Kia ora. This is the new bookshelf tour. So I have a new bookshelf, and I'm quickly going to go through what's on this bookshelf, but I also might quickly tell you what's changed on this one and the other one in the other room. So let's get into it. On the top shelf, I have Vampire Hunter D, so I have that actually displayed now. Then I have some board games that are going to an op shop, and then some miscellaneous things that didn't fit on any of the other shelves. So Ulysses, Longfellow's Poetical Works, Landfall, Janet Frame, Michael Moorcock, and Evangeline Walton, and Venomous Lumpsucker. So so that's that. I just want to point out that these are all of the Dark Horse Vampire Hunter D volumes that have released. So these are the omnibus. So these are retranslation, re-releases of the Vampire Hunter D light novel series. And there's like 40 of these. Oh, these are 3-in-1s. So these 40 something not 3-in-1s, but single volumes. So probably maybe like 15 or so 3-in-1 volumes. So we'll see how that goes. Next shelf, these are miscellaneous things. So there is a little bit of organization to this shelf, but not much. And the organization is I put all my Japanese language books and books about Japan and Japanese literature in one section. And then after that, there's some Jenny Wirtz, some classic novels with some Henry James and Joseph Conrad, and then some science fiction novels. So we've got the Salvation Sequence by Peter F. Hamilton, Wolf Hall, Infinite Jest, Ubik. You can probably just read the titles. Let's see. So a couple of French books. The Stainless Steel Rat in very beaten up condition. Contemporary Japanese literature. That should go with other Japanese stuff. Modern quotations. Then The Art of the Motorcycle Repair. Chaucer. Italo Calvino. Peter S. Beagle with The Way Home, which is the sequel to The Last Unicorn. I have not read The Last Unicorn, but I should get to it. Some Evangeline Walton with The Prince of Anun, and Lena Cron, Finnish author, and Stephen Erickson, The Gardens of the Moon. So that's on that shelf. In this shelf we have mostly children's books and deluxe editions. So we'll start with the children's books first. We've just got a bunch of miscellaneous stuff, and the Chronicles of Narnia, a bunch of Vince Ford books. There's some young adult ones in here as well. So we got Skyward, a Series of Unfortunate Events, book 13, a bunch of Del Toro Quest, and some kids non-fiction books, an Artemis Fowl book, a Philip Pullman book, and Stig of the Dump, which is apparently a kids' classic. And then goes into pretty drastic change of tone with Blame, volumes 1-6, The Mountains of Madness by the Go Tanabe version, deluxe volumes 1-6 of Berserk, Take on Concrete, and then a couple of textbooks just to cap it off. So we got Java Foundations and Classical Myth, and Artificial Intelligence, A Modern Approach. This is just MISC manga, so miscellaneous manga. Some of these volumes should be on the other shelf. Some of them I had hidden away that I didn't really want, but I decided to put them on the shelf so you can see the titles. I'm not going to go through them. I do want to continue collecting Way of the House Husband, And Fight for Tomorrow or Ashita no Joe. I'm currently collecting that, and I'm collecting Destroy All Humans. This side is more stuff than I'm planning on keeping. I've got some random commie volumes that didn't fit on the other shelf, and Gintama Volume 2, God Bless the Mistaken. God Bless the Mistaken is a manga by the same mangaka as Bloom Into You. And then we've got Chobits Volume 1 that just didn't fit on the other shelf. Scott Pilgrim in colour. Yeah, there's Bloom Into You. And then Ping Pong, which I definitely am keeping, 100% keeping, but it just didn't fit anywhere else. On this shelf is mostly stuff that I'm planning on giving away eventually. I'm not sure when. So we have some random Stephen King books, some random Dan Brown books, the usuals, the usual suspects. And then I have The Necklace of the Gods and the Two Pearls of Wisdom, which are Asian-inspired fantasy. It's quite good. I've read it and I liked it, but it's not good enough for me to warrant keeping. But I might give that to a friend rather than giving it to the gigantic book sale that we have once a year. An old copy of Ulysses and Finnegan's Wake. Some random stuff, Ben Elton. Random volume of The Wheel of Time, which I'm not up to. Science fiction novel by Stephen Baxter. Random David Gemmell novel. Stephen King novel, which I read part of but didn't really like. And then just some random junk. And ended off Dilbert. And then these are just like diaries and stuff that I've written on that aren't schoolwork. And then I guess I better go straight down to the bottom. Random junk. And a lot of schoolwork books, plus oversized things and things that don't really fit anywhere else that I don't want to get rid of. And then a bunch of magazines. So, student magazines, specifically Critic, probably 2016 to 2017, most issues, and maybe some other ones. I don't know. So, yeah. And then we'll quickly look at the other shelf. Okay, not much has changed on the top. And then not much has changed here, just a few things moved around. Obviously, ran out of space for Commie. And then a bunch of things. Volume 1 of Chobits should be there. Some series that I've started collecting and stopped, and some ones I'm still collecting. So, yeah, plus Opossums, which is finished. And Tokyo These Days, which is also finished, but Volume 2 has been read. And then this is pretty much the same. I should probably move those Japanese volumes with the other ones on the other shelf. And Game of Thrones. A Song of Ice and Fire, Azumanga Daioh. Black Hole, which I'm borrowing from a friend that I need to return. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And then at the bottom, this is the main change. I've got some ring binders and some records. Then it's my comic books. And then all of Children of the Whales, which I recently collected. And most of A Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And yeah, that's pretty much it. For completeness sake, I'll just show these shelves, which have had stuff moved around a little bit, stuff shown in videos, but nothing too crazy. It's mostly just my classic literature and Terry Pratchett and stuff like that. So yeah, I guess I better end the video. Cheers for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the shelf tour. So yeah, a final look at the new bookshelf. Looks pretty good. Bit of junk at the bottom, but we can clean that up. So yeah, cheers.